Hello, today I am going to discuss about the logistic regression. First we will understand what is the logistic regression. After that we will discuss probability and mathematical intuition behind the logistic regression. So let's understand the logistic regression with an example. So this is the loan data set we have, and our client told me to create a two model. One model to find the loan amount, and second model whether our loan will be approved or not, right? So if you see here, these are your independent variable, right? And this is your dependent variable d1 and this is your dependent variable d2. So first model we will use by using these four independent variable and this particular d2, right? And second model we will use four independent variable and this particular d1, right? So we have to create a two model, m1 and m2. So now if you see here, for the model of m2 where we will use the dependent variable d2. So what is the nature of the d2? If you see here, right, this has a continuous in nature. So if you know, once the output variable, right, by is in the form of continuous, we use the regression based algorithm to solve this particular problem. So here we can use the linear regression to predict the loan amount, and second one is your loan approved. What is the nature of this data set? The data set is in the form of categorical. Here we have only two classes, 0 and 1, right? So if the output variable is in the form of categorical, then we use the classification based algorithm to solve the problem. So here for m1 we will use classification based algorithm, and for m2 we will use the regression based algorithm, correct? So here we will use the regression based algorithm and here we will use the classification based algorithm. So if you see here we are going to use the classification based algorithm, and that problem can only be solved with the help of classification based algorithm. So logistic regression is a classification based algorithm. By using that we can solve this particular problem. So we can say that logistic regression is a classification algorithm which is used to find the probability of event success or event failure. It means if I will create a model m1, right, in that case what would happen? This is the model I created. Here I have to enter the i1, i2, i3 and i4. Here we will enter the four input data. I enter this particular sample here. After that it will provide me the output. So if I will use the logistic regression to solve this particular problem, in that case our output would be in the form of probability, right? It means this will provide you the probability. I enter this particular sample. So it will provide me the 0.7 probability. So how we can say that our loan will be approved or not? So for that what we used to do, we use threshold value. This is your threshold. So above this threshold all the probability will come under the 1 and all the probability below this particular threshold will come under the 0. So we can say 0.7 will come under this particular region. So this will be your approved case. So this way logistic regression work. So one more thing here, logistic regression we use to solve the binary classification problem. Binary classification means where we have only two classes like 0 or 1, true or false, and yes and no. We can also use logistic regression to solve the multi-classification problem, but normally we don't prefer that. So that's why logistic regression is good for the binary classification problem. So this is the classification problem. Will it rain tomorrow or not? It means we have only two classes, yes or no. So we can use the logistic regression here. Will the train arrive in time? Yes or no? So we can also use the logistic regression to solve this particular problem. Use case of the logistic regression. Logistic regression we can use in multiple domains, like in insurance, whether our insurance will be approved or not. Engineering, like civil, whether our road will be completed in time or not. Okay, in mechanical, whether this particular diameter is good for our packaging or not. Okay, electrical, okay, whether our this particular wire is good for to carry the high voltage, right? In chemical, whether this chemical is suitable for the medicine or not, right? So this type of the problem we can solve with the help of logistic regression. Also in finance, also in the healthcare, whether this medicine will be good for the cancer patient or not, right? So these type of the problem we can solve with the help of logistic regression. Now we will create two model, M1 and M2. This is for the M1 and this is for the M2. M1 we will use logistic regression. Here we will use the linear regression. First we will use the linear regression, M2, right? So here I only use the one independent variable and this is your dependent variable. I use only one independent variable for our only convenience purpose. So once you will apply the linear regression, you will get this particular best fit line. So why in this particular best fit line you can make the prediction. So our prediction equation will be this. It means this is the linear equation. So I want to make a prediction at 5000. So we can say 5000 your will be equal to 0.3021 multiplied by 5000 plus 41.25. So this would be your output at 5000. So this way we can use the linear regression to solve the loan amount problem. Now second model, here we have to make a model by that we can check whether our loan will be approved or not. It means we will use the logistic regression. But if you see the nature of the data set is in the form of category. But if you see here, this also in the nature of numerical. So let's try to use the linear regression, whether the linear regression will be able to solve this particular problem or not. It means whether the linear regression will be able to solve the classification problem or not. So let's try to use that. So let's apply the linear regression to solve the classification problem, right? So this would be your best fit line. So why this particular best fit line? Whether we are able to classify this particular income in two groups or not, right? 1 or 0. So as we know, in the logistic regression we use the probability, right? It means threshold value. So we are going to use one threshold value 0.5. It means all the value above this particular will comes under the 1 and all the value below this will be treated as a 0. Let's check whether we can use this particular thing with the help of linear regression or not, right? So let's check the output value at 5000. This is your linear regression equation. So here we will apply, then we will get the loan amount is 5813. It means I am getting 0.5813. So how we can say this will be comes under the approved or not approved? As I told you, we will use some threshold value here, 0.5. So we can say that this is above the 0.5. So we can say this particular case will be approved, right? So it means by in the linear regression we are able to solve the classification problem. Then what is the use of the logistic regression? As you know, because with the help of linear regression we are able to classify all the points. Then what is the use of logistic regression? So let's understand that. So let's introduce one outlier in the data set. So this is the outlier we introduce. So now we will again check the loan approved status for the 5000, right? So our equation will be changed because due to this outlier our best fit line will be changed. So due to that our linear equation will also be changed. Let's calculate the BiPRAT. So BiPRAT will be your 0.3515. It means it is below the threshold value, right? So this case will be rejected. If you see here, only adding one outlier, our case is penalized. earlier it was approved, now it is rejected, right? So if we have an outlier in the data set, right, that will update the best fit line, right, that will update the best fit line, and the model will introduce more error in the classification as we saw, right? It means earlier it was approved, now it is rejected. It means here the model has introduced lots of error, that's why it is rejected. So we don't use linear regression in the classification, so that's why we avoid the linear regression. And what is the second problem? Second problem is that if you will calculate the output value, right, by this particular equation for all the income, you will get this particular output. We can say our probability value is coming greater than 1 and less than 0. This violates the rule of probability, right? As you know, probability always comes between the 0 and 1, but here probability is greater than 1 and less than 0. So it's also violate the rule of probability. So that's why we have the true problem when we use the linear regression to solve the classification problem. So that's why we cannot use the linear regression to solve the classification problem. So now we will use logistic regression to solve the classification problem. So what we used to do to solve this particular problem in the logistic regression? If you see here, when we had used the linear regression to solve the classification problem, in that case this is your best fit line, and due to that our probability is coming more than 1 and less than 0. So what we can do? What we can do here? We can try to squash this particular line so that it can come below the 1 and less than 0, right? So how we can do that? We have to transform this particular linear equation. So that we do in the logistic regression. We transform this particular linear equation with the help of logistic regression, right? So by using that, we can squash this particular linear line at both the end. It means 0 and 1, and by that we can avoid the probability violation, and we can also solve the classification problem. So let's understand how we can do that. So for that we have to understand the mathematical or probability intuition of the logistic regression, right? So if you see here, this is the house loan problem. Let's we apply the logistic regression and our output is coming 0.78. As I told you, the output is always in the form of probability. So if our probability is 0.78, how we can say that this will be your approved case or not approved case? So that we can decide with the help of this particular threshold, as we have already discussed, right? So if we will use 0.5, it means this case will be your approved case. So I create a logistic regression model. If I will use this particular sample in the logistic regression model, it will provide me the output value. Let's it provide me the 0.7. For which class it will provide? It will provide me the on the basis of threshold. Let threshold is 0.5, so this case would be your 1. So we can say probability is 0.7. So what is the probability of not having 1? We can say 1 minus p. It means 0.3. It means 0.3 probability. We can say this case will not be approved, and 0.7 probability that this case will be approved. If you see here in the horse race, we use the odds. Odds means what is the probability of winning the white horse? What is the probability of not winning the white horse? Right? P divided by 1 minus. That is called is your odds ratio. P divided by 1 minus P. It means probability of event occurring, probability of event not occurring. It means probability of horse winning, probability of horse not winning. So same thing, odds ratio in our loan case, 0.78% probability of case will be approved, and 0.22% probability our case will not be approved. So in that case, odds ratio will be 3.54. So if you see here, as we know, the equation of the linear regression y is equal to mx plus c, or we can say beta naught plus beta 1 x. So this is equal to your log of odds ratio. This is your odds ratio. This is your log, natural E. It means log of odds ratio is equal to the linear equation, and that is called is your sigmoid. It means logit function. This is called the logit function. Here we are transforming the linear function. If you see here, this is the linear function, and we have transformed with the help of logit function, and we transform this linear function into the non-linear form, right? So we use this sigmoid function or logit function to transform the linear equation into the non-linear equation. So here same thing, just for the mathematical, you don't need to remember all these things, just keep these things in the mind, that log of the odds ratio equal to beta naught plus beta 1 x, or it could be beta 2 x2 beta 3 x3 and so on, like this for the multi-classification problem. So if we will solve all these thing equation, we will get this particular output. Py is equal to e power beta naught plus beta 1 x divided by 1 plus e power beta naught plus beta 1 x. We can also write this equation in such a way, py equal to 1 divided by 1 plus e power minus beta naught plus beta 1 x, right? So this py, if you see here, this py is this, right? This particular thing. Earlier we were using this particular linear equation, y is equal to mx plus c. By using the logit function or sigmoid function, we transform this equation into the non-linear equation. Non-linear equation is this particular, or we can say this. So this is called as your sigmoid function, and that we use to predict the probability. So let's understand by one example here. If you see here, same example I am gonna use here. This is the income, this is the loan approved, and here these are the intercept and the coefficient, which we have calculated with the help of linear regression. And here this is the output. Like till here we use the linear regression. Now we want to transform this equation, this particular thing. How we can transform? With the help of this particular py, right? Sigmoid function. If you see here, this is the linear regression. Now we will transform this particular line into this particular form, right? How we can transform? We will use this particular sigmoid function. So let's apply the sigmoid function, e power beta naught, then 1 plus e power beta naught, then py. If you will use the py, you can see I am getting the value between 0 and 1, right? If you see here, right, all the value comes between the 0 and 1. So this way we can transform the linear equation to the non-linear equation. And this is the logit p. How we can use the logit p? Log p divided by 1 minus p. So this is the visualization of this particular form, income and log of the odds ratio. How we can get? We have to transpose these particular things here. If you see here, right, same thing, we get this particular things this way. So this way we can transform the linear function into the non-linear with the help of sigmoid function, and that sigmoid function we use to calculate the probability. So that's it from my side for today for the logistic regression.